Hello, my name is Alun, and tonight, in my time at least, I'm facilitating the second of a two-shot, though in fact the one in the two-shot was largely session zero. So really this is the start of our play of Cold City, second edition. If you want to know more about Cold City, go back, look at the session zero we did. Um, we are going to pick up exactly where we left off. So if you want to watch all of session zero, you'll find out. But hopefully we'll do a bit of recap. But before that, I want to point out that this game, like all of my games, has been organized as part of the Open Hearth gaming community and its online calendar. If you don't know about Open Hearth gaming, please type Open Hearth gaming into your search engine of choice. Find out about us, come and join us, come play with us, because we think we have quite a decent table culture. We want to encourage more people to play online. Certainly, I wouldn't be playing with this variety of players without a trusted community. We are playing with safety tools. We are playing within the community's code of conduct. And I would just ask the characters to just refresh where we stand on our lines and veils and ask first and interested. A couple of those I think have changed, so I will endeavour to take account of those. But if at any point I feel I'm sailing too close to one of those, then please stop me because we're using the X card just as an interrupter. Um, so, with no further ado, it is the December of 1950. I suppose the December 1949, technically. The new year is around the corner, and the agents of Islak have been given a mission to find out the location or deal with. It was a little non-specific. The senior officer who briefed them was somewhat vague. But to find Dr. Christian Kohler, I'm not going to try the umlaut. Forgive me, Sina. Kohler, a scientist wanted by the Allies for his work in what the game calls border science during the war for the Nazi regime. And we find ourselves on a wet December night in a cobblestoned lane, ruins all around, and there the sound of music emanates from a basement cabaret bar, Cafe Boheme, where the agents have been told they will be able to find their contact. Yes, I might take you up on that, but my German amounts to ich fahre mit dem Bus zur Schule, so you'll have a long way to go. So, the bar. As you approach the bar, there are a couple of people on the street outside smoking. The sound of a woman singing emanates from the basement. You can see light emanating from the door in this basement cabaret bar, and an A board with Cafe Boheme on it outside. As you descend to the entrance, you get a look into the bar. It is a brick vaulted, low ceilinged space, like a lot of Berlin still. All that survives of this building is rubble and a basement. There are brick pillars supporting the ceiling. It's crowded. People are sitting at tables. They are smoking and enjoying the music and drinking. There are others crowded around. There's a tiny dance floor in one corner, just next to a low platform on which a female singer is serenading the club. There's a makeshift bar along one wall, and it's just heaving with people. What I tell you what, could you rename yourselves as your characters? Then I don't have to keep referring to the sheet. But I'm curious. What does Josephine, Mark, what does Josephine Martin, our compromised operative, what's her first reaction? What's her first thought about this place?
I think she smiles as she walks in. I think very comfortable for her. She can blend in easily and talk.
She's comfortable in this environment. What about Tommy O'Rourke, Zena?
I'm sorry, I was just in the middle of renaming myself here. Um, what is the question again? Apologies.
I'm just curious what he feels about this kind of locale, this kind of location, this kind of place.
I think he's always up for, a drink. So he tends to just, go with the flow, regardless of what kind of club it is, really. Yeah.
And Tad, what about Hans Mitter, our weary detective? What's his
Yeah.
what first impression do we get of Hans as he enters the club?
Yeah. I enter the club, and as I enter, I take off my hat, and as I look around, I nod at several people at the bar, at the bar, in the restaurant. Uh, you see one guy who kind of, start looking very sketchy, and I will just like, wave and nod at him like it's nothing.
I mean,
I just,
what about Josephine? Because Josephine always knows a guy.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yep. Do we have the name of the person that we're supposed to
You
be meeting?
don't. All you have is that they will be wearing a white carnation.
Hmm, fantastic. Um, yeah, I do know a guy. Um, I'm sure there's someone here that I know. I've probably been here before. And so I just scan the crowd for friendly faces.
Okay. Um, Brandon, I won't rush it on you, but we've entered Cafe Boheme, uh, crowded, smoky, crowd of people, singer in the corner, tiny dance floor, bar along the wall. Uh, Lines of sight are terrible because there are these big brick pillars keeping the vaulted ceiling up of this basement, stopping the rubble above from just crushing it. And I'm just asking the others what each of them makes of this place. Uh, and if you wanted to refer to your traits, that would be fine.
Um, Setting aside the distaste at the decadence of a place like this, which I certainly have, um, I acknowledge that this would be a good place to for relatively clandestine get-togethers.
Okay.
As I'm
Um,
sure there are people doing so here now.
so it's impossible to spot this person wearing a carnation from the point of entry. So I guess what I'm interested in is what strategy do you as a group of agents adopt? Are we pursuing Josephine's I know a guy? Are we relying on Hans's kind of background as a weary detective? What are we going with here?
I
Or are we
mean,
just going to the bar with Tommy?
yeah, I mean, for starters, it's someone who's waiting for here for us alone. So you can just scan for people who are here alone,
I think
and
that the
then
challenge is that there are people sharing tables who may not be together. If there's a seat,
true,
someone sat in it.
true,
And your lines of sight are incredibly
yeah.
poor. So
But
even
given
spotting
that
someone,
given that he is waiting for us alone, I would I would kind of expect somebody to be sitting at the bar or something by themselves and not
Or
in a
looking
random
expectantly,
table.
yeah,
sorry,
Sitting
what
where
was that,
they
Josephine?
or looking around expectantly.
Again, the difficulty you've got here is a clear line of sight to anybody other than the people sitting next to the door is almost impossible. Brandon, in terms of Katya, I think I asked you last time. We're in the Soviet sector. The wall hasn't been built, listeners, yet, but you are in the Soviet sector. Are you in uniform or not? I couldn't remember.
For this duty, I am not in uniform.
And you know this terrible thing that happened to your eye, your damaged eye, which behaves oddly.
Yes.
I'm curious, what does that look like when we see you now, in this location? Or do you have an eye patch? I'm just curious.
I have an eye patch because the images that I get from the eye are disturbing. And so I have something I patch the eye so that I am not bothered by it all the time.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be very difficult to focus on things.
Well, I think the only certainty I've picked up here is an approach to the bar, and Josephine knows a guy at the bar. Oh, go on.
Well, also, I mean, I don't know if this really is significant here, but picks up small but significant details. Maybe I just have a knack for spotting a white carnation quicker.
Yeah, well, I think that might apply. Though currently it's ticked as locked, which So
but what does that mean?
That means that it's no use to you right now.
I thought I locked it as a bonus.
Oh, you locked it as a bonus, so I can't take it away.
Yeah,
I take it back. Sorry, you're quite right.
In fairness, the word is slightly ambiguous.
It is. No, you're quite right. This dice mechanic is probably going to screw with me again, colleagues. So I think what I'm going to go with is Josephine taking the lead and offering the rest of you a chance to chip in and help. Yeah? But to give you some idea of how this is going to work. So I need to stake some dice. So I am going to, because I think you gave me 5 dice for for external enemies. So I think I'm going to put a couple of those in. I think you give me 8 dice for internal enemies. So to reflect that, I think I'm going to put another 3 of those in, which is indicative perhaps of Islak having leaked, and this might be a setup of some kind. This is all about Berlin and its people, so I'm going to put 3 of those dice in, and I'm going to put no monster dice in. But I think I might put 1 Cold War dice in. So I'm pitching 10 dice as the difficulty here,
all right,
for Josephine to overcome. And if you check out the mechanics, if Control chooses to, they can offer the agents the chance to make it easy and get an automatic win. I am not inclined to do that this early on. If the agents refuse the offer or there isn't one, I then got the option to make it hard or make it complicated. If the agents take the offer, if you choose to make it hard, dice pool, any 2 of their groups. Oh, I see. Now I can't do it that way. Okay, in which case I need to knock back. I'm going to put 5 in from Berlin, and I'm going to put 3 in from external enemies, and I'm going to leave cold out in the cold, I think, at this point. So yeah, I'm going to make it complicated. So I am then able to stake a dice from my Cold War. So I am going to be pitching at 9 dice here. So before I roll those, I want to come to Josephine and let's assemble Josephine's dice pool. Again, the mechanics should help you here, folks. 1d10 per point of the relevant attribute. I think the attribute is influence.
That sounds right to me. Yep.
Yeah, this is about, milking the crowd, finding the connections, getting a word, look in that corner, all that kind of stuff. So I think this is influence. So how many dice will we put in for influence?
That'll be 3 for influence.
Okay. 2 dice for a single tool. Is there any tool you think that is relevant here, Josephine?
I don't know that I'd have any tools that would be relevant.
Fair enough. 2 dice per trait that can be justified and that they are prepared to risk.
Definitely knows a guy. And
knows a guy, which is
I
worth
imagine
2.
social chameleon would also apply.
I think that would. So you're up to 7 dice. Is there anything else that you want to throw in here based on the other characters? Because
remind me how trust works.
Okay. If an agent in the scene agrees they could help, they say how, and you add 1 dice per point of your trust in them. So, for instance, here, if Hans were to, well, go on, let me ask Tad, could Hans help here, and if so, how?
Well, of course. I'm just gonna, I know those. Well, I know this place. I know where to look, what kind of people would be waiting for us, and just kind of walk around. I can notate a guy there, guy there.
So in that case, you need to decide, Josephine, how much you trust Hans.
Oh yeah.
At this point, because we've not. Yeah. I thought I'd do it on the hoof rather than force you to.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to throw 2 in because he's a local, and it's less about trusting him and more about trusting his utility.
Yeah.
Okay. So you put 2 in there. Now that does leave you, because you had greater trust in in the guy he replaced at short notice. So you have 1 more point of trust you could allocate to one of the others.
Oh yes. Let me throw it to Tommy. I think that'll be good.
Okay. Who wouldn't trust the traumatized surgeon who is keen on a drink? Yeah. Okay. But I operate with this hand.
He's
Okay.
still got good eyes.
So you can add another 2 dice on the basis of Hans's help.
That's 9 altogether, I think.
Tommy, do you think you could help?
Yeah, I think so. Well, as I said,
what do we see?
I can pick up small but significant details. I think I would just walk up to the bar. I think I'm also a rather tall guy, so I can sort of overlook the patrons in that area. And we'll cast a glance around.
So your trust in Tommy is now 3, Josephine? Yep. And finally, what about Katya? Does Katya have anything to offer this this social interaction?
No, I don't. Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm not sure about it, but Katya, do you have something?
Brandon, what are you thinking?
She knows how to read body language. She's an interrogator, among other things.
Okay. So you're
people
prepared...
who are people who are content with their company have a different posture than those people who are waiting for something. No matter how cool or calm they might be, they can't help it.
Okay, and I think that throws another dice into the pool if you want it, Mark, for Josephine. Yeah, so I think that makes it, gosh, a lot. 13 dice?
13, yeah.
Okay, so the way I thought we'd try and make this dice roller work for us is I'm going to use the clear dice color.
These are red.
And I am going to, I said 9, didn't I? I'm staking 9, yes. So I will put 9 d10s on the board, so to speak. There you go.
The numbers to the left of it.
Okay, and then if you select a different color and roll 13 d10s.
There we go.
Okay, so you have 1 10, I have 2. as far as I can see. Does that make sense to you?
Looks right. Yep. Looks like
Yeah.
that's you.
The nice thing about this is when you put different colors up, it keeps the sequence of numbers.
Nice.
So that means I succeed by 1. So I win that in the sense of, so I can add 1 dice to the group that was used in the conflict, or unlock a previously locked trait, decrease a trust in an agent involved in the conflict by 1. I'm just thinking that you're in the Soviet sector. I'm going to reduce your trust in Katya by 1.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll clear that dice. So you were hoping to find this contact. Well, congratulations, you do. Just next to the little stay. Oh, where's Xena gone? I know she had some internet issues earlier. Fingers crossed she'll rejoin. If you see her arrive in the participants and I don't notice it, please nudge me. I think that from the bar, Hans kind of taps you on the shoulder and gestures after you've been talking to your guy about, have you seen anyone with a carnation? And I think that over there, just next to the singer, surprisingly, is a table with just 1 person on it. It's hidden, tucked away in that corner. The strings of light bulbs that are poorly illuminating this club, strung around the walls, rendered that table almost invisible before you got to this position and talked to some people. And there is an attractive woman with a drink in front of her, a cigarette in hand, and a white carnation pinned to her dress. What do you do, Josephine?
I will sit down at her table and compliment her choice of drink.
And she says, I've been expecting some people.
Some people have arrived.
Who sent you?
I believe you know that already.
You will understand why I require some confirmation of that. I'm assuming you're speaking German. She's a local. You have conversational German at least, don't you?
I do have conversational German.
Oh, fluent German, in fact.
Fluent German, yeah.
Who briefed you?
I don't believe I'm at liberty to talk about that. However, I can call my associates over, and I sort of like indicate with my like line of sight the other 3, and we can all have a talk about this together.
Very well. I would love a schnapps.
Fantastic.
So I'm guessing that maybe Tommy brings over the schnapps from the bar. Katya, Hans, do you join him at the table, or have you got different plans?
Oh, I'm following to the table.
Katya, what about you?
If there's room at the table, I will go. If it's getting a little crowded.
Oh, no, it's weird. You know, people are nudging up against it, but they've steered clear of sitting here. And the nice thing about all of this is that I kept all my dice, so that's great.
I'm a little concerned about operational security here. I think I will remain at the bar where I can have a sight to the table.
Okay.
I'm confident that my colleagues will relay to me the substance of the discussion, but I think it is good to have a pair of eyes that is not confined in that obscured corner.
And when Hans and Tommy sit, she says again, you'll understand that mine is an exposed position. And you've all got conversational German, so you've got enough to get by here. And Hans is also fluent as a native speaker. But All I need to know is who briefed you.
And how are we to know that you are to be trusted?
Because the person that briefed you sent you to me, and I'm the only way that you get to find Dr. Kohler. Anything to offer here, Tommy?
Sorry, I'm just catching up because yeah, my Wi-Fi broke, so I don't know. So she wants to know who briefed us?
Yes. And you can find the name of the person who briefed you on the Situation tab.
Yep.
The Honourable Miles Wright, known within Islak as his lordship.
Yeah, I'll just tell her that, since we knew enough to meet you here and you'd be wearing a flower, don't you think that if we had untoward motivations that we would also be able to find out that information?
I'm wondering, Hans, do you want to intervene here and force the issue, or are you content with Josephine's kind of charm offensive?
Or offensive charm.
Yeah.
I'm just noticing that trait that says you can be persuasive and intimidating when he wants to be.
Yeah. Well, you should, well, again, as my companion said, you should know brief, you should trust us, but, well, times are hard. And let me extend this favor here. It was his lordship. I hope this cleans the whole situation.
And she breaks into a smile and says,
and we can proceed smoothly.
Absolutely. And looks at Joseph and says, you see, straightforward. I cannot tell you exactly where Dr. Kohler is, but I can provide you with a way to find him. The Stazi is running an operation tonight to kidnap him from where he has been in hiding. I can tell you where you can find those Stazi agents, and all you have to do is to follow them to Kohler. Simple. Now, you, the agents, this seems very reasonable. We, the audience, know that you failed in that role, and that whatever aims she has are take precedent here. But she's being entirely straightforward with you.
Oh, there was a failed roll. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. That's where we lose you. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I reduced Josephine's trust in Katya.
Well, nothing like staking few policemen.
Is there anything else I can do with you, or can I send you on your way?
Are you sure this is all useful information you can provide us with?
All the useful information. I give you a foolproof. They know where he is. You and your people don't appear to. All you have to do is to follow them and pick up Kohler, which will be good riddance to all of us.
Right. Well, I guess we should certainly take all of the details she has.
Fine. She will point you to a bridge over the canal. I did have a name for this canal, but I may have the Landwehr Canal, which is back in the American sector. There is a footbridge there. The Stazi are meeting there.
Can Tommy? Yeah, I think Tommy will be like, right. Well, that's all very useful. Another round, right?
Another round.
And get up
Absolutely.
and
If
before
you have
anybody.
the time, I have the time.
I think no, what he actually wants to do is before anybody's leaving, he wants to get to the bar to talk to Katerina, and ask her whether she has any contacts in that area or knows anything of it, or whether that seems fishy.
What do you say, Katya?
Before we let the Carnation person leave.
In the American sector?
Yeah.
I'm sure the MVD has operatives in every sector in Berlin. It is a matter of contacting my superiors.
Well, do you think you could get this info, or do we actually have to, stalk these people?
Well, we are going to have to follow them by one way or another.
True.
Or unless there is a means of putting a listening device near to them, but that would be difficult if they're simply congregating at a bridge and proceeding from there. We can get maps of the area and look at the different approaches here and where they're likely to be going. Perhaps have people seated along the likely paths and coordinate our communications in case that way, if whoever is following them is eluded, we have a likelihood of picking them up again.
We cut from that conversation at the bar back to the conversation at the table. And she leans over to Hans and Josephine and says, I'm very happy to take a drink, but do you have time? And she looks at her watch. As I understand it, that operation will start in about 40 minutes.
And how far away is the bridge?
It's a half a mile maybe.
So we have about 15 minutes for a drink.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. And Katya, do you go back to the table with Tommy, or let Tommy take the drinks back? Or have you got other plans?
Well, I think we should prepare now.
Yeah.
If we have 40 minutes to do so, that is 40 minutes that we can put to good use, rather than waste time and end up at the bridge shortly after the Stazi officers and have nothing in the event that they are early, which can happen, or they are successful at eluding our tail, which we have not even selected yet.
Yeah.
So
I think Tommy has selected a schnapps of some kind, so we could just, knock it back and,
No, I'm going to
collaboration.
If I'm going to find a telephone and place a call back to MBD headquarters.
Okay.
To see what they can assist with in this regard.
Okay. Let's do that then. Let me see what kind of opposition you're going to get from the MGB. So I think this is about external enemies, because the MGB may not be a fan of Islak. They're certainly not a fan of the Stazi. Maybe they have somebody in. Where have I got? So I'm going to put 5 dice in Berlin and 3 dice from external enemies. Because while they may want to help you, they may not want to help Islak.
Understood.
Yeah. So what can you put up against my 8 dice, Katya? Is this what approach are you taking with the senior officer that you finally get through from a corner of the bar where there is a telecom?
I am appealing to the approach I am taking is that the Stasi are not our friends, and foiling an operation of theirs is something that is part of our remit. We may be able, indeed, if we are lucky, we may be able to capture one of them and remand him to MVD for interrogation.
I think that's an attractive approach. I think that sounds like a logical approach. That seems to me to be reason that we're playing with here. So reason. Anything else that you think you can throw into the pot?
I have some traits. My devotion to Soviet Orthodoxy.
I think that would certainly buy you a couple of dice.
And I despise the Nazis, and the Stasi recruited heavily from them.
They did, didn't they? So that's another. So that's 4 to start with, plus 4. I don't think any agent here is at play. I am, I suppose, curious about your whether any of your agendas play into this. Because if you can convince me, you can double that 4 for a reason into 8.
I do want to discredit the Germans in Islak. I don't know if that operates powerfully enough here.
I mean, Stasi are Germans, and they are trying to kidnap him.
Yeah.
So that would
it also reflects a little badly on Germany when their own people
in their own turf can't do their thing. Yeah.
Yes. Are
but
doing
also
things
Stasi's not. Also keep in mind that Stasi is not supposed to operate in the other zones.
Exactly.
Outside Soviet zone and East Germany. So
also, if we could expose that would also be useful.
Yes.
Like we could call American military police or West Berlin police on them.
Yeah, I'm struggling to see because that would involve you revealing perhaps the nature of your mission and your roots. And remember, Islak it's one thing to the public and other organizations, it's an entirely different thing to you. So, but I think make sure the Germans get nothing from Islak. I think that's a fair point. So I'm going to give you 8 plus 2 plus 2. I'm going to do 12 dice. So I will roll my 8 using the clear color. I got 1 10 and 2 8s. Now, if you select a different color and put 12 in, 12 d10s, they should all come out in a neat order.
And it's before.
It's the box before.
The box before. Okay, 12 d10s, and I'm taking blue, and so submit. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so we tie on 10s, and you beat me on 9s. So you have 2 successes. And the mechanics tab tells you how you can spend those 2 successes. You are going to get something, but is there anything else that you want to spend in terms of spending successes on positive agent consequences?
I'm just looking at the consequences here. Oh, so these are all personal consequences.
Yeah. I don't think it's possible to increase trust in an agent at this point. So you could lock 2 traits, 1 for each of your successes, or you could apply one of the cost 2 ones. Permanently increase the attribute used by 1, gain a new positive trait appropriate to the conflict, lose an unlock negative trait, doesn't seem to apply, or you could get. I don't know. You didn't use the negative trait, did you?
I mentioned it, but
yeah. What do you think?
I don't wish to lose my negative trait. So I'll gain a new positive trait.
Okay.
Which is revealed here as familiarity with the Stazi.
Fine. I've put a positive in. Mark it in. What they tell you is that they have their sources within the Stasi, as you would expect, and they know there's going to be a covert operation. They don't believe the Stasi know where they're heading, but they are meeting someone in the American sector as a guide.
That's good. It'll be slower.
Okay.
Yes.
So the Stasi are going to that bridge, but it doesn't look like that's just an assembly point. That looks like the place they are going to meet their guide. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Hans, Josephine, anything else in the bar? Or do you want to start, having had your extra drink, make tracks back into the American sector?
Yeah.
I think, yeah, knock off our drinks and get going.
Yeah. Okay. Cut to a position in sight of the bridge. You're on the northern side of the canal, and you see it's a shadowy footbridge. You can see a single ember of a cigarette glowing in the dark. Someone is sheltering there under an umbrella. And then you see 3 or 4 people approaching the bridge from the same side as you. So you're observing this. What's the approach? Who's our person of action these days? Tommy, what are you thinking?
Tommy.
I'm unsure. So they're approaching from the same side as us, and we see
Yes.
the guy as this shadowy figure.
Tommy, you were drinking with us, right?
Yes.
I think Josephine will take Tommy's arm and we will stagger towards the bridge.
Oh, yeah, why not? Just trying to be like, yeah. Because I'm wondering if we should try and get to this shadowy figure before them, but maybe that
Well,
just
that
makes
was going to
no
be my next question. Are you aiming to get there before the Stasi, or when the
Or are we
Stasi
trying to
distract the Stasi while our other two make contact?
Oh, different question. Yeah, okay.
We can be annoying drunks while Katya and Hans take over.
The alternative
Falling
is that you
into-
could pretend to be Stazi.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, more likely a
what
German.
I'm hearing is that Josephine and Tommy link arms and singing bawdy songs in German or French or English. You're both fluent German speakers, so I see no reason why you shouldn't know a bawdy German.
Let's do German.
Yeah.
German.
And you're heading towards where to get yourself between the Stasi and the bridge.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So Katya, you and Hans, it appears, have been left to deal with the situation while Tommy and Josephine seek to address it. What say you? Katya, what's you're the brain box in this. What's your plan?
Yes. So Hans, with I think you and I perhaps are stationed apart and are in contact with handheld radios.
Remember, walkie-talkies are quite bulky things.
Oh, they are at
very
this point.
Yeah.
You know, they're those, big things with a, even bigger than those bricks I remember from the 1980s.
Well, those were cellular phones.
Yeah.
Much. Those are much more long-range devices. I thought walkie-talkies were smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
everybody just left us, so we can just talk,
I mean, I did put together. There's nothing in the game, which I think is a bit of a shortcoming. Actually, I put in a list of potential tools.
I saw that. Yes.
And walkie-talkie is indeed there.
Yeah.
So you can have one.
Yeah,
I
but
think
those are like backpack sized.
No, they are not.
They're
No, that's a long-range radio.
No, they're about so big.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, I'm thinking something different. Yeah.
It's only good for a few hundred yards. I mean, but it's still, they still work.
Well, I don't want to press you too much, but Josephine and Tommy are closing on those Stasi agents.
I understand that. I think we are. That's what I'm proposing, that we are spaced out at the two logical ways that they can go from this bridge.
Okay.
And
so one of you's on the southern bank and one of you's on the northern bank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's on the far? Because you are currently on the northern bank. So who's on the northern bank? Who's on the southern bank?
I'll be on the southern bank.
Okay. So Katya's on the far side.
Okay.
Hans is on the same side as Josephine, Tommy, and
I am
the Stasi.
I am at some remove, and I am watching with binoculars, which I'm going to pick as a tool.
Okay. So it seems to me that Katya is observing. Hans, what is your intention? If Josephine and Tommy successfully delay or distract the Stasi, what is your intention, Hans? To go up there and
I guess the plan was that either of us can follow them wherever they are going. So that was my plan all the time. I can just, calmly follow them, not take out binoculars like I'm some sort of super spy. I can just, watch people like a normal person.
Okay. So Josephine, this boils down to you heading towards the Stasi. It looks like what are you doing, Josephine? I'm assuming Tommy's with you.
Stumble up to them, ask them for a light if they have and then ask for a cigarette once we realize we don't have one. And just sort of like try to keep them their focus on us while the other two do whatever they need to do with our target.
Okay, so let's see how that goes, shall we?
Yeah.
So I know that what went wrong last time. Now you won, so that cost me 5 Berlin dice. So I've only got 3 left, and it cost me 3 external enemy dice. So I've only got 2 of those left. So, but we know that there is something wrong with her intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what shall I state? I think I'm going to have to make this easy for you. Do you want this to be easy?
Sure.
Okay, then I will take I will take 2 external enemy dice for the privilege. Thank you. So yeah, you stop them. You're engaged in conversation. They are delayed.
Right.
Hans, Katya, you see this going on. The person on the bridge, he seems to be waiting, oblivious. Is there anything you want to do? You have a window of opportunity.
You know what? I have an idea. Like, I know this place as as the back of my hand, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, perhaps I know, like, it's a kennel. So, like, you can kind of sleep under the kennel, under the bridge, just stand on the
oh yeah, there's a canal
on the shore, and like you can, and the acoustics like in this place works, perfectly, that you can hear everything that someone's talking, on the bridge or something.
Okay.
Like it's just, it's the place to like listen up to people. So, I will like use my, my like, not looking very interesting person and like knowing the place to just, to listen up to everything they're talking, even through vacant. Oh, yeah,
So
just by good placement.
You're underneath the footbridge, on the canal path, in the shadows, listening to whatever conversation is going to go on the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Katya, do you want to make anything of the window of opportunity that Josephine and there's Zena again. She's having real trouble. That Tommy and Josephine have created, Katya.
I'm sorry.
Clearly, it's bad weather conditions in your bit of Europe.
It's probably that I'm now using I'm now hotspotting from my phone, and I'm hoping that that's going to be better.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Katya, Tommy and Josephine have successfully distracted and delayed the Stazi from their rendezvous. Their contact is alone on the bridge. What do you do?
Hans has inserted himself. It seems to me that one of us speaking to the contact is simply likely to blow this entire thing. They are expecting other people who probably have other information that we do not have to confirm this. I'd like to take photographs of the person on the bridge. If the light is sufficient.
No, it's not. No, they're underneath an umbrella. All you can see is the ember of a cigarette. You got nothing. It's really whether you're going to take any action in relation to them right now.
I am not certain.
They're on their own.
I am not certain what I can do.
Fine. Josephine, Tommy, you've delayed them. They kind of shuffle you off and they head towards the bridge. Is there anything either of you wants to do as they make their way, as you make your way one way and they head off towards the bridge?
I think maybe just stand by in case the other two need backup.
Okay. So you disappear into an alleyway and keep an eye on the bridge from the north side. Hans is underneath the footbridge on the towpath, and Katya is on the other side of the bridge where she can observe with binoculars. The four Stazi agents head up to the bridge. They approach the person under the umbrella. There is an exchange of conversation. Hans, they are agreeing that this contact will take them to where he believes Kohler to be. So you can confirm that is what the intention was, yeah?
Yeah.
Katya, what do you do when the gunshot rings out?
On the bridge or from elsewhere?
From elsewhere. From your side of the canal.
Try to find the source of the gunshot.
Okay, I'll make that easy for you. Do you want to know it? And I'll just take 2 dice.
Yes.
Okay. I will take 2 dice of external enemies, making that up to 6 now. Okay. One of the Stazi agents pitches over into the canal. Hans, you see this happen. What do you do?
And what did I see?
You saw a flash from a ruined apartment block about 50 meters behind you. Hans, what do you do? Gunshot.
Well, fine. Gunshot and flash.
No, you don't see the flash. You see the body falling. You hear the sound, and then a body falls into the water.
Yeah, well, there
are more gunshots.
Well.
I need to know what Hans's reaction to this is.
Yeah. I'm just gonna. I mean, it's a small canal, so I'm just gonna, as I'm under the bridge, I'm just gonna kind of, wait till the. Shit.
Okay, while you're waiting.
Wait is good.
Yeah.
Sorry. Tommy, you hear the gunshots.
Is there more than the one?
There was a single gunshot and you see one of the people on the bridge pitch over into the canal. What, if anything, do you do?
I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Tommy would probably rush in there and try to grab the contact person out of this.
Because there is certainly now a degree of chaos on the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also maybe try not to have him shot. Or
the umbrella is gone. They're all hunkered down. The metal bracing of this bridge. They're hunkered down, and it's difficult to know which one is which now from in the dark. But Tommy is running to the bridge.
Josephine's right there behind Tommy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
okay.
hang on.
Yes.
It's
Sorry. Okay.
It's 5 past the hour. That is the perfect place for a commercial break. Yeah. So it's 5 past now. Charging. Shall we say 1/4 past the hour? We'll be back in our seats. Okay. We'll take a long one and then a couple of short ones. Okay. I shall pause the recording.
Anything that ends on an EI.
So we come back straight into the action. Josephine and Tommy leading, are rushing the bridge. Hans is underneath the footbridge. Katya is observing and knows that the shot came from a sniper in those ruins over there.
I'm not observing anymore. I'm going to try to find the sniper.
Well, let me just give you a little bit more information, because when that guy went over into the water and you spotted where it came from, the next thing you're conscious of is 3 figures rushing the bridge from your side.
Wow.
So, sniper or these figures?
Sniper.
Where's he? Sniper. Okay. Hans, I cut you off as you were about to tell me what you're going to do and went to our commercial break.
Yeah.
What do you do when this guy plops into the water?
Yeah, as I'm under the bridge, so I'm just gonna, stay in the shadows, and I don't know how deep those canals should be, but I should probably be able to, get the body pretty fast.
Okay.
Like,
so are you looking around for a boat hook, or are you going to dive in and recover the body?
Yeah. Something like a hook, or just just a long pole would also work probably.
Okay. So recovering the body of the canal, rushing the bridge, heading towards the sniper. Let's go to Tommy and Josephine. I'm assuming your goal here is to get that contact.
Yeah, get the contact.
Is that right? Yeah? Okay. Yep. So I think that there are potential difficulties here. There's the difficulty of the sniper. There's the difficulty of the 3 remaining Stazi agents on the bridge. And there are these other 3 figures rushing the bridge from the opposite side from you. You have got a small start on those 3 figures. And then Katya is going to try and do something about that sniper. Katya, I will tell you for nothing that the sniper, based on your experience, single shot, reload, shoot. Single shot, reload, shoot. And your sense now is the last 2 shots were to keep the heads of the Stazi agents down, not to kill anyone on the bridge.
Right. He has Confederates who are going to be attacking the bridge. But I wish to have this sniper.
Okay, fine. So you're heading towards where you know this sniper to be.
Yes, he is going to be focused, and I'm hoping to take advantage of that.
Tommy, what are we seeing in terms of you seeking to extract the contact from among the Stazi agents crouching on the bridge to avoid sniper fire? What do we see you doing? Because I think this is action. Come what may.
I think he's like I said, charging toward the bridge in probably sort of half crouched but still trying to run. So as to not be shot.
I think that we see you crouch to start with, and you realize, ping, ping, ping off the structure of the bridge. You are not yet a target. I think it's fair to say. Okay.
So yeah, I guess then he'll just just run as fast as he can toward
Run
that.
onto the bridge
I
and do
think
what?
he's well, I hope that he's recognized who is the person who formerly held the umbrella because, well, he picks up on significant
Ah,
details,
that's
so he's
very true.
probably
Well, that may be a
remembered
contributing factor as to whether
who
this
it
goes
is.
well or not.
Yeah.
Josephine, how do you think you can or are helping Tommy with that goal?
If Tommy is going for the contact, then my job is to keep the other agents busy, either by, I mean, depending on what their reaction is. I think Josephine's first instinct is to say, get down, you idiots, they're going to kill us all, and pretend that I'm with them. And if they react badly to that, then it might be some fisticuffs.
Okay. Tommy, when you get onto the bridge, are you looking to shoot some people or not? I want to get some idea of what the possible stakes are here before I go to the dice.
I mean, I do think he's drawn his weapon for sure.
Okay, fine. Katya, are you aiming to fire at that sniper and keep their heads down? Or are you looking to get into that building and take them out?
I'm looking to get into the room and take him from behind.
Okay. That is going to take longer.
I know, but my depth perception with shooting is not excellent. No, it's the reason. I mean, no, I have an action of 1, and it's because of disability.
Okay, fair enough.
But so I need surprise if I'm going to succeed.
Hans has found a boat hook and is trying to catch the body that's already in the water. Right, Tommy, let's go to you. Let's see what can I stake here. Well, I think that this is 4 dice of external enemies. And I think this something has been set up here. So I'm going to also put 4 dice of internal enemies on. Yeah. So some other agency found out about this from within Islak and they have sent some goons. So I'm going to put 8 dice on the table. Yeah. What are you thinking?
Mm-hmm.
This is action. So you start with 3.
It's the 3 for action. I think. Can I bring in those two traits? Is that possible, or
as
is it
many
just
traits
the 1?
as you like, as far as I know.
Hardy knows how to survive in the most desperate situations, I think also applies.
It does. That buys you 2 dice.
Yeah. So that one. So is it 1 per trait?
No, it's 2 dice per trait.
Okay. Because I think the significant details is the fact that I know which one actually is the person, even though it's dark. So that would bring it up to what, 7?
7.
Let me think. Well, I mean, the fact that we are trying to find out more about Borderside's experiments would apply.
I think it would. So I'm going to double the 3 for action to 6. And remember, Josephine is there to provide some covering fire if it comes to that.
Yeah.
So you can add one dice per point of trust that you have in them.
And you said you had your weapon drawn, so you can add dice for that, right?
You can.
Oh, yeah, true. How many is that?
Well, if you put 2 in for the 2 points of trust you have in Josephine, that gets you to 12 dice. And if you declare a handgun, a single tool can buy you 2 more dice. So you could get to 14 dice.
Yeah. Speaking of, I was going to increase my trust in Josephine since I have 1
true.
left,
You have 1 to
and
spend.
I wasn't going to put it into any of the others.
No, that's fine. I'm very happy for you to do that. So I reckon that's 15 dice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I'm going to put 8 on the table. Submit
Let's
my
hope
8.
for the best.
Oh, I peak at 7s.
Ooh.
So 14D in a color that is not clear.
Yep. 15 we said, right?
15 dice even.
Right. Okay.
Oh, you put it
Well,
in the
there's some
same
tens in
color.
here.
Close.
Wait, no, I used lavender. Sorry, I should have
Oh,
used a different
oh
one,
yeah,
but
yeah. No, I know. I can see there is a difference. I take it back. Um, and I think I cocked up by using. I think
You're the eights.
Those
I
are
used
D8s.
D8s. Okay, so I tell you what, I'm
The
not going
dice are all different shades of mauve.
Yes. Hang on, let me delete those selected ones. Oh, how stupid. And after all that fuss about which one you put it in front of or behind. Okay, that one needs to go. This would be so much more fun at a table with big handfuls of dice.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
am I nearly there? That one.
Well, I don't think I own this many D10s.
No, well, that's true. That's true. Okay, so there are yours. I know that I topped out at 2 7s, right? So that's all that matters. So your pair of tens, your 9 and your 8 beats my 7s. So you have one,
Mm-hmm.
two, three, 4 successes.
Mm-hmm.
How do you want to spend them? You are going to get the contact, but you get to narrate how that happens, and you can buy positive consequences for your character.
Ah, yes. How does that work again?
If you look at mechanics, there's spending
Here.
successes on positive or negative consequences. So you have 4 successes. So you could there are 1, 2, and 3 costs there. So if
Cool.
you had an attribute that had taken a knock, you could spend 3 of them to return that to its starting value. If you can spend a pair of 2s to permanently increase the attribute used in the conflict by 1, and one of the other things. You could
I
rewrite a negative one to be positive.
Yeah, but I think it'd be nice to increase the attribute and gain a new positive trait appropriate to the conflict.
Okay, so increase your action from 3 to 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then tell me what the trait is, in a way that fits with what you are about to narrate as how you get them out.
Yeah, that is the question now. What is the trait?
Well, if you narrate what happens, maybe that will suggest something.
Sure. So I think, so he will charge in, sort of just barreling through the Stasi agents if they haven't yet been, I don't know, either distracted or otherwise held off by Josephine, and sort of grab the contact around the shoulders and just, with the force of his rather, heavy body, just force him to comply with me. And I don't know, how high is this bridge?
It's probably about 10 or 15 feet. What is that? 2, 3 meters, 4 meters above the water.
Mm-hmm.
Do we feel like we can jump over there and
That's
get off from there?
If you go into the water, you'll have to scrabble out of it with someone in tow.
Yeah, that's annoying. Well, then, maybe instead I will just grab him and basically run back to where we came from, because the other side seems to be
Josephine, you contributed there.
I did.
Did your shout, we need to get him off the bridge, implying that you were there to support the Stasi officers? Did that work, or did you have to resort to gunplay?
I think it worked long enough, at least for Tommy to get away, and with the shooting and confusion and everything, like me pointing go this way, indicating they should go the other way, follow me or whatever, lead the way. I think that buys enough time for them to get away.
Yeah, and I think when you shout that, what helped Tommy to identify the contact was that they all looked at the same guy.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So you're off the bridge and running for cover, with Josephine providing cover behind. Hans, you've got a boat hook and you've got this guy up onto the bank. Let me go to Katya. Katya, you're in the building. Now, I lost quite a lot of dice then. So I am down to 2 dice for external enemies and 4 dice for internal enemies. I'm very happy for you to catch this person cold, red-handed and cold cock them if you want to. All it will cost you is 2 dice.
I'm happy with that. I think narratively, what makes the most sense, having found the right door, is that Katya kicks open the door and tosses in a stun grenade.
Do we have stun grenades in 1949?
I think so. Yes.
I mean, I'm much keener on just cold cocking the guy.
Fine. Okay.
This is noir we're going for here.
Yes, that's true. Well, yes, yes. Fine.
Or even just,
I think I just walk up behind him and put a gun in his neck, put a gun in the back of his neck.
He goes very still and drops the rifle.
Yeah, so I'm going to cuff him, and I'm going to take him. I'm going to take him with me.
Okay.
So I say your mission is over, but your life continues as long as you cooperate.
And you see him glance over his shoulder. Now, what's the quality of your English?
Fluent.
Oh yeah, you got fluent English, haven't you? Okay, right. I think that if you want him to come quietly, I'm going to want 2 more dice. Because I've got you there. I've given you the drop.
Right.
Do you want me to make this easy for you?
Yes, in the interest of advancing the story, I do.
Okay.
Not interrupting with the dice.
I'll add 2 to my external enemies then. And Hans, what are you going to do with your body?
Well, seems like no one's shooting at anyone anymore, so let's just search this guy.
Sorry, I must. When Tommy and Josephine retreat in the shadows of the contacts, the remaining Stazi agents enter into a gunfight with the 3 attackers from the southern bank. So now they don't have any sniper cover.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Nobody's shooting at my people, and those people can just, have their own thing going on. I'm just gonna search this guy under the bridge. He's gonna have ID and maybe something else useful about him. Like someone specific. It seemed like someone specifically shot this guy, and then just did the cover. So
okay. So you
something special about him.
Fleece the body, grab whatever ID you can find. And I'm going to cut to a let them fight. I'm going to cut to the 4 of you coming back together with this frightened individual that Tommy got, Katya's prisoner, and Hans's ID. Start with the ID. No challenge here. It's the ID of an East German citizen. Katya, your prisoner. What do we see going on here?
We see a discussion going on with him and me and anyone who wishes to observe. Not to the contact. Keep them out of the room. And I desire that they should tell me everything that they understand about this and their role in it. Okay. And then we will see what happens to them.
Okay, so I like that. I think I'm going to stake again. I think I need to go heavy or go home here. I'm going to stake 6 dice from my external enemies and 2 dice from my internal enemies to give me a pool of 8. This time, honestly, D10s. in clear.
Yes.
What do you want to apply here? Is this psychological and time-consuming, or rough and action-orientated?
It is it is not. It is not rough. There is no reason to use violence. Only the threat of violence.
So influence, it sounds like.
Yes.
Okay.
Um,
So that buys you 3 dice.
So I have him at advantage, you might say.
I wouldn't disagree, but give me some traits to make that
By all means,
mechanically routine.
I'm an interrogator, adept at detecting lies and true motivations.
You are. That gets you 2.
Every time he lies, he will understand that he shouldn't do it again.
Go on.
This is, I'm doing this for the motherland.
You are.
Absolutely.
I'll give you another 2 for that.
What nationality is this person?
Well, that might come out in the interrogation, depending on how well it goes.
Okay.
Because you want to know as much about him as you can get, don't you? So I'm wondering if, because I'm struggling here to see anything else that's going to play, and unless you have a tool you would wish to declare.
I do have a tool that I wish to declare.
What would you wish to declare?
Let me see. What's the most important thing?
I mean, we have a veil on torture. So
we have a veil on torture.
All we need to do is have a cutaway where we see the tool.
No, the tool I'm going to declare is a pack of cigarettes.
Oh,
let's be noir.
Okay. So it looks like Katya's playing good cop.
Well, no, I'm very calmly. I'm laying it out for him in a very straightforward fashion, which is that if he is useful, he'll live, and if he's not useful, he'll be dumped in Nelly.
Do you think one of your hidden agendas is at play here?
Yes.
In what way?
In the way that I don't think I want Hans in the room here.
Okay, so Hans is excluded from the interrogation. How interesting. Make sure the Germans get nothing from Islak. That turns the 3 influence into 6. Do you want any muscle from Tommy or anything from Josephine?
I think Tommy would, if Tommy is of a disposition to assist, I would like that.
Sure.
Are you up for that, Tommy?
Sure. I don't mind a bit of violence towards somebody who was shooting in my general direction.
Okay. So what is your trust in Tommy, Katya?
2. It is 2.
So I make that 14 dice.
I think that is correct.
Okay,
yes.
So I will put my 8 d10s on the table. Topping out at an 8. Give me some help here, Gallus.
14.
So pick a dark
D10s.
color in 14.
I picked blue.
Okay, go for it. Oh my goodness me! It could have been worse. That is 3. That is 2 successes above my matching my 8. So
yes.
2 successes. But first of all, I will tell you what you discover. You wanted to know nationality?
Yes.
He's American. Tommy, what do you make of that?
Disgusting.
He's an American. And he admits that he works for the CIA.
Oh, interesting.
Was there another question that you had in mind, or is that enough, Katya?
I want to know what their mission was.
Yes, what was their mission? Well, why are they interfering?
Well, they don't think they're interfering. They think
no, they don't think. Of course, they don't interfering. But from my point of view, he's interfering.
His mission was exactly yours: find Christian Kohler.
So is it the typical, different organizations not communicating with each other one?
Or acting positively against one another?
When I find out he is CIA, Tommy, you notice that Katya seems to lose all interest in killing this man. It doesn't.
The audience is shocked.
It doesn't. We and I explain afterwards, in some sort of little cutscene where I say, we cannot just kill one another, even though we are adversaries. If it comes to open warfare, we all lose. Every operative understands this.
Dead. Tommy,
Yeah.
any? Do you want to fill in on the other side of that?
Oh, I think Tommy agrees on that front, to be honest. And also, like, I think he's also worried, like, I mean, he doesn't want to be, you know, how do you say that? Known to be killing a CIA agent. He is working for the Americans. That doesn't seem like a good move here. So I think, yeah, he'll try to just get as much information out of the guy as possible and then just, basically secure him while we go about our business before we can maybe return him to
Yeah.
some kind of authority.
I think it's very fair for us to find him tied to a lamppost, on it just on the edge of the American sector, where at some point a bunch of MPs will find him.
Yes, stripped to his underwear, by the way.
Yes, of course. Okay. Josephine,
Yeah.
Tommy and Katya have been busy with the captive. Hans has been interpreting what he found on the body. That leaves the Stazi contact and you.
Yes. Let's have a polite conversation about
What's
our
the
mutual
thrust of
friend.
that? What do you want to know?
I mean, we came to find out where Cooler is, so let's start with that straight out. Like, just put it out there.
Do you want me to make this easy for you?
Yeah.
Currently, I've lost 11 of my available dice so far.
I think that's fair.
So happy for me to fine. Then I will add 2 to my external enemies, I think, because this is all terribly complicated now. But he will tell you he's underneath the Anhalter Bahnhof. In the ruins, he's down there in the tunnels, and people tell me he's doing stuff, bad stuff, sir.
What kind of bad stuff?
All I got is a rumor. Okay. There are people. He says the people say that they go down there for medical treatment and they don't come back.
So you can show us where he is.
I can show you where the people go. I haven't been any lower. That's all I had. I could tell you. If you'd come to me first, I'd have told you. But they got to me first. What can I do? Clearly scared witless that you're just gonna, shoot him and push him in a canal somewhere, or in a shell crater. So what he can do is he can show you where the people who go into the ruins of this what once great railway station, which had a vast bunker, to protect people from the bombing, a vast bunker down there, and that's where he's seen people go. I could point you at that. I could fight that. No, that's not a problem. Then we just go our separate ways. How does that sound?
I think we're going to need your company a little bit longer.
You want me to go down there?
Oh,
people don't come back who
offer.
go down.
Thank you. Yes, it's delightful. Wonderful. Very generous of you.
If it's okay with you, I'm tempted to cut to the ruins of the Anhalter Bahnhof.
Yeah.
Yeah. You leave it's on your side. It's at the northern end of the American zone, not far actually from the Cafe Boheme. And it once great turn of the century railway station, now ruined. Just over there is a remaining platform that is still part of the functioning railway network, but most of it is just buried. And down there, I mean, I think I put something in the notable locations. Huge railway station remains a ruin. Perhaps this is why Islak records a disproportionate number of reports on incursors and sightings of alternatives and other dead things stalking the ruins. Most sections of the station are dangerous and subject to falling masonry, gaping holes, and deep pools of water. However, the north-south S-Bahn station that is part of the station still operates, and the station is also home to the massive concrete block of the wartime Anhalter Bahnhof air raid shelter. So, massive building, huge piles of rubble, lots of it's been raining all night, and so water is collecting in the ruins, running down through the ruins into the tunnels and air raid shelters below. And he is scared out of his wits. To the point where the camera catches water running down the inside of his leg. He is pissing himself with fear. What do you do? Please, he says to Josephine, please don't. This is all I know. Look there. You see between those two pillars, there are some stairs there. That's where people go.
Lead the way.
But I don't have a way to lead. I don't know where to go after that.
Yes. I'd like to point out that this person who might make a lot of noise and be a liability.
Yeah, I will. I get very nervous. And when I get nervous, I talk. I compulsively talking.
So they'll be paying attention to you and not us.
I disagree.
Do you want to make it? Do you want me to? Because he's going to try to make a run for it. I think.
I don't think I want to force him, but I do want to give him a hard time.
Oh, you give him a hard time.
Agrees with Ekaterina.
Yeah. If he makes a run for it, will you try to stop him? Is the bottom line? No. Okay. So he kind of heads towards this, looking behind you, and then cuts into the rubble, and you're faced with either chasing him down or following those steps down.
I put a hand on Josephine's shoulder and I said, "Let him go. He has nothing to contribute."
Oh, of course. I just wanted to make it
no help.
And what I'm always I love to do this in a narrative game is to say, in what order do you descend into the dungeon?
I mean,
who takes point?
I believe that should be me.
Ooh.
And I take my eye patch off.
Wow.
The rest of you can see an eye that has been ruined by radiation. So there are fine scars around the socket, and the eye itself is white like
No, you froze. White like
white like what?
I'm going to assume white like a marble.
What a moment to freeze.
Talk about cliffhanger, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and what I was going to ask Katya was whether they are looking to find a way to die gloriously for the motherland and be rid of this curse forever.
Maybe.
So,
or maybe she sees other things, and that might be useful down there.
So, you've ignored the signs saying, warning, unsafe in German and English. And you're following these stairs down, and water is running. Oh gosh, you get that bad a connection. We're cursed this evening. Water is running down these steps as Oh, there is Katya.
There we go.
Oh,
You left us hanging there, white like
it was all cataract. It looks absolutely incontrovertibly blind.
Fine. And so as Katya leads down into this network of tunnels below the old railway station, the water is running down the steps as you make your way down in there. The question is now, Katya, how will you find where these people go?
I don't know, instinct.
What are you looking for signs? Are you,
the people.
Well, I'll do a bit more description then.
Yes, please.
You head down. The water is pooling in these tunnels. Behind you, we see Tommy with handgun drawn. Hans is limping, as he said, as Tad has put. I go last. As is my right as limping old man. Leaving Josephine as third here. It does open out once you get down there into a space, and you're down here now. The goal is, I think, to follow any signs that the people who he claims came down here find any signs that would lead you the way they go. So my question to you as a table is, it's very brave of Katya to go first, but does Katya have the skill set to do that?
No,
not who does.
Not too much, but I do know how to organize a search.
That's true. Yeah.
There you go.
So you could be searching for stuff. Is there anyone else who has a better claim to lead on this?
Tommy does.
The small details again.
Yeah.
Correct.
That would seem to me what this is all about. Maybe.
So I mean, cast a glance all around.
Superior knowledge of Berlin, the intricacies of its geography and culture might apply.
I thought you kind of notice there's probably like small marking on like a wall, like some sort of arrow go here or something, like a doctor here, some sort of sign that you would know. There was like a thing that in like 19th century or maybe early 20th century criminals use certain like signs on places to like you can sell stolen goods here or something.
Okay.
Like secret codes and stuff.
So I came to Tommy first on the small but significant details.
Sorry.
Do you want to lead on this or help Hans?
I'm fine either way.
I'm trying to remember who hasn't rolled some dice yet.
Yeah, I guess maybe just let Hans do it then.
Fine.
And I'll just
Hans.
Help.
Let me see what I can afford to put in the pot here. Well, I've 8 monster dice left to me, so I'm going to put 4 of those in the pot. And I think I'm going to put all 3 of my remaining Berlin dice in. So that is going to give me 7 dice. So that's all you have to beat. So what are you thinking? What's your approach here? reason that you're looking for those signs?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
looking for like secret signs and tracks and stuff, like where where there's a lot of movement from dust and rubble seemed moved and stuff, like where people are going and when they left some signs. So I think this is like a reason. +2 for knowledge of Berlin.
I go with that.
Then
anything else?
A flashlight?
Flashlight is a tool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can certainly declare that. And then I think flashlight. Oh,
If not,
it's
you
not
should be
even.
able to overtype it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, electric torch. I didn't call it a flashlight.
Okay,
Oops.
There
electric
we go.
torch. Yeah. And then I guess my motivation to agenda to kill all monsters in Berlin. I don't know if that applies. I mean, we still
No,
haven't
of course
seen
it
any
does. Of
monsters.
course it does. Well, yeah, but
Yeah, okay.
that's
Yeah.
that's what
Implied.
implied monsters.
Yeah.
So that turns your 3 into 6. So that currently you got 10 dice. Now, is there anyone among the other characters who you could look to help?
6? I should be at 7, shouldn't I?
Oh no,
Wait,
sorry,
one
no, you're
here.
at 10 altogether. What that
Okay.
agenda does is turn the 3 reason into 6.
Oh,
So you
okay.
got 6
Yeah.
plus a trait plus a
Sorry.
tool gives you 10.
Yeah. Sorry.
So any of the other players, do you want to call on their help? Is this a time when you call on Tommy's picks up small but significant details?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I don't have reason to not call on anyone at this point.
Okay. Well,
so
I think you have 2 trust in Tommy, so
Yeah, that's 12.
that gets you to 12 dice. Is there anyone else that you think has something to offer you here?
Huh. I don't see anything.
I'm wondering if Ekaterina sees the
Well, so was I.
invisible applies.
Yeah, it
true,
depends if
true.
there's something to see. It depends if there's something to see. But if the whatever is going on down there is emanating,
Well,
then I might see it.
I want to see the eye work.
Yes.
So of course I'm going to let you invest.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Hans,
yeah, so
you have 3. No, hang on. You have 3 trust in her. So we're up to 15 dice here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will put my measly 7 on the table.
Yeah. I'm
And
just
I'd
gonna
ask
roll
you to
that.
choose a dark. Oh, look at that, 3 10s. I will ask you to select a dark color, please. so
Okay, yeah.
it's easy. And do your 15s.
It's roll selected. It's not roll selected.
No, you
it's
do
submit.
submit.
Okay, submit.
Oh,
you
shit,
did
Except
12.
they're
that wasn't-
D12s.
You did
Yeah,
D12.
I see where the problem was.
Leave them there, because we'll note the difference in the shapes rather than anything else.
Yeah. But I have 11,
choose a different color for this time.
Yeah.
Maybe pick a third color for your D10.
Yeah.
Because those 3 11s would be really good.
What?
You did it again.
Did it again.
Oh,
The number
because it's behind. I'm okay. It's in
first.
front.
You put it in front, like
In
12,
front, in
15
front.
D10.
I'm okay. I apologize.
The 12s are even better than the 11s you got. My God. Okay, now
there
we're
we go.
cooking. Look at that. 1, 2,
You got 5
3,
10s.
5
Oh my
10s.
God.
Wow.
Holy moly. That beats my 3 by 2.
I thought Alan had you on that one.
Yeah, trust me, Alan. Hoped he had you on that one. Okay, so that's decimated my monster dice. So you find a route. That's 0, and that's now. I think I've got one of those left. I've rather lost count, but never. I'm trying to stay on top of this. I'm sure there's a different way to do it. Anyway, so Katya,
Yes.
the others don't smell it, but what do you see that indicates that there are dead bodies down here?
I see ghosts.
Ghosts, yes. Fine. There are
Katya gives a shudder, and for a moment looks, puts her hands over her eyes, and then looks again, and she points.
Hands.
She says, "There are dead bodies down there."
Hans, you beat me by 2, so you have 2 successes to spend. Have a look at the mechanics tab and the positive agent consequences. What do you want to spend your 2 on?
Oh yeah, I already got a new trait.
Okay.
Way ahead of you.
Fine. Brilliant. What is it?
Thoughtful and averse to rushing into situations without due analysis.
You should put it on your character.
You put it in the wrong.
Okay. Never mind.
Cut and paste should work. So, I think that's a good place to take our final 5-minute break, actually, with these ghosts resolving out of the walls. Yeah? See you in 5. Hans, you're taking the lead here with Katya helping. But I am curious, Katya, as well as telling you there are bodies down here, how are the ghosts telling you where to go?
I think they are. I think they are gesturing. I think they are furious, and hideous. And Soviet Orthodoxy says there is no such thing as ghosts. So this is what I am seeing is not possible.
What effect does that have on Katya, do you think? And how do we know on screen?
I think we know on screen because at a certain point her good eye tears, and she wipes it, and she wipes it with her sleeve.
Great. So, Hans, you're leading the way into the depths. Whenever there's a choice and you're not certain that the signs you've been following make sense, Katya's ghosts help. And I think just to give us something to look at, I think that the ghosts are following the 4 of you. As you pass, they fall in behind and are following you.
They're expecting us to die. I say,
Josephine,
out of the blue.
And even Hans, that Katya is saying we're now being followed by an increasingly large number of ghosts. What's your reaction to that, Tommy? Our what's the word? Traumatized surgeon. What do you think, Zena? What's Tommy's reaction to being told you're being followed by ghosts?
I think I
think Zena
think he's pretty I think he's pretty during his interrogations. I think he probably say something like like there are worse things than ghosts in this world.
Fine. Because you helped with Cola's or the interrogation of one of Cola's co-workers, didn't you? So
I think I interrogated him.
Then so somebody set him loose. That's even worse. Okay. Josephine, what's your reaction to the idea of being followed by ghosts?
I am going to assume that Katya is being metaphorical until I see them.
Well, I wonder, Josephine, whether your view changes when you begin to encounter the bodies stacked along the walls of the corridor.
Are tell me more about how they're stacked.
Literally, they have been, you know, it seems to you carefully stacked, as well as you can carefully stack any bodies.
Is there anything in particular we could see in those bodies?
Well,
Yeah.
our surgeon might have a view, mightn't they? Do you want me to make this easy for you?
Easy now,
I don't know.
difficult later.
Oh,
What do you think? Xena, do you want to make this easy for Tommy?
sure.
Fine. I'll add a couple of monster dice then. They've all been tampered with, it's fair to say. Most of them are civilians. There are some in uniform. They are in varying states of decay. The ones at the bottom of the piles are in worse condition than those at the top. But they've all had something inserted into the back of their head.
What is that? Can I see what it is? Or
I think it looks as if maybe some kind of electrical connection.
okay. Quick question. Does that ring any bells from my interview with him, or does this seem to be
Well,
new?
Would you like me to make that easy for you?
Maybe not. Can't be giving you too many dice. But
So I'll settle
I'm
for
prepared
no.
to let it slide.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
that one
prepared to let it slide, but just go like, basically maybe it's just a general sort of, okay, he's back to his old.
Yes, I think he's back to his old tricks. I think that's
Yeah.
a fair point. Okay, Hans has crossed himself after hearing about ghosts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably inform you of Katya's, which, like, I don't know what she does thinks about that.
I think Katya is probably preoccupied with the dozen or so ghosts that are following you down here.
Yeah.
The dozen or so angry, vengeful ghosts.
And then Hans, you lead them into what I could best describe as an operating theatre. The materials here are damaged and war damaged and corroded and generally in poor condition. You wouldn't describe this in any sense as sterile. But there is someone strapped to the gurney in the middle of the room, face down, with a lamp illuminating them. What do you do, Hans?
Oh, the lamp is illuminating mostly just the body.
Oh, I think
in that case, I kind of slip to the side.
I think it's much more interesting if this pool of light illuminates the gurney and the rest is all shadows. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I kind of slip to the side to the shadow and give sign to the others to be quiet, and then I pull out my.
Do you turn off
pistol.
your flashlight, by the way?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good point. Yes, I did have flashlight. I forgot about that.
Take out your pistol.
Yeah.
Katya, the ghosts have stopped following you. They're hovering maybe 20, 30 paces back down this corridor.
This is as far as they can go.
Josephine, you and Tommy come to the threshold, see this body laid out on the table, and what do you do?
I mean, I think I just have a flashlight and gun out covering whatever Hans is going to get up to. Yep. Just ready. Yep.
Tommy, what about you?
Sorry, can you tell me, so do we just see the body, or is there somebody working on him?
Just this this person face down on the gurney with this makeshift operating lamp illuminating them in a pool of otherwise dark space. What I will tell you is that the floor is sticky.
I think Tommy will slink around the side so that he's also in the shadows.
Fine.
To see if he can spot another entrance / exit area.
So you're working your way around this space in the shadows.
While also, having a look at the person on the
I guess
table.
what I'm curious about is what are your various goals in this place? Because I'm just noticing that a national agenda for Tommy is find out more about border science. Okay. Whereas Hans is about kill all the monsters in Berlin to prevent blah blah blah. Josephine is interested in tracking down leaks and traitors, and make sure the Germans get nothing from Islak, Katya. So I'm just curious, what are your individual aims here? Who'd like to kick me off?
I think my aim is to find out what's going on here, but I think the larger part is getting to Köhler, because he will give me more information than whatever this body can. And also, I want him back in custody.
So you want to capture Köhler alive?
Yeah, preferably, but
well, I mean,
if not, I'm not the most patriotic. So
okay, Josephine, what are you hoping you can get out of this operation?
Taking care of Köhler, not necessarily alive, but one way or the other, then using that as leverage when we get back to continue my investigations.
Okay. What about Hans? What's your objective here, Hans?
Yeah, ending this operation, kind of don't matter how, with like one aesthetic is unless someone makes me change my objective here.
So slash and burn, really.
Yeah,
is that fair?
That was aimed at Katya. Like if she tells me to do something else had to be done. Will have to be done.
Katya, what is your objective as we come to this point?
My objective is to see that Köhler is killed, and preferably to die in the process.
Okay. ... Fair enough. So you see, what I think that this is competition between the agents. This isn't about me necessarily rolling some dice in the end. It's about determining which of you comes out ahead of the game. But before that, I want to have one last bit of fun before it comes down to which of you is going to achieve your goals. Because I think Josephine, your flashlight, as you're kind of scanning the darkness, you pick up some. There are some filing cabinets in this room. I think probably Tommy, you've got about halfway around the room, and there's just the faintest of lights. You didn't see it from the doorway because the operating lights just blanked it out. But now you've got round the side, you think that there is a corridor at the far side of this room with light somewhere down it, dim light. Hans, you went the other way and see the same thing. So Josephine, filing cabinets against the walls, blood underfoot. Hans and Tommy, there is an exit on the far side. Katya, your eye can see death here. This is where those ghosts were created. This is where those bodies came from. Okay?
Yes.
what are you going to do? Let me start with Josephine, because you're the person in the open. What do you do?
Who is going to the body?
And
Is
no
that
one's gone to the body yet.
I
Oh, no,
I
not the
will.
body.
I will.
Katya is heading into the room. Okay.
I'm literally just gonna be covering Katya then, I think. Just
Fine.
ready for the worst.
Katya, there's a hole bored in the base of the skull.
Yes.
But this person is still alive. And on a tray beside them is something a bit like, or exactly what Tommy found in those bodies, which looks like it's designed to plug into the back of his head. But the person is subject to local anesthetic, but their face is just looking down, so they can't see anything. They sense that you're there, and they begin to whimper.
Cut him loose.
Fine. Josephine.
Produce a flick knife and cut him loose. Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, fine. Josephine. Katya is cutting this person loose, and I guess helping them up.
Yes.
Tommy, you see Katya doing this from your position in the shadows to one side. Any medical ethics kick in here about what you might do next? Just curious. Just curious.
Oh, goodness. Actually, that is a good point.
I'm purely no, assumption here.
No, actually, no. I think that is probably the stronger urge, because I think he didn't even think that the guy was still alive, which is probably not the best instinct as a surgeon, but now he will probably abandon his pursuit of Köhler and actually have a look.
And I think the first thing you'll want to do is to tell Katya, lay him back down.
Yeah.
He's in no condition to be moved, and begin to examine. Hans, you're still focused on that exit on the far side. And I think you begin to hear what sounds like a generator starting. You do.
Well, I move myself still like towards the exit to get in the position to protect the others if in case anybody comes.
Fine. Definitely, a loud post-war electrical generator has been powered up down there. Josephine, you're with Katya and Tommy at the table as Tommy kind of instructs you how to lay this person back down, begins to examine them. What do you want to do next?
Do they need help maneuvering the body? If so,
no, that's done.
Yeah.
Tommy's examining it. Then
it seems like they've got it. I'll go over with Hans and protect the exits.
Katya, stay with Tommy. Go with them.
I'm going to stay with Tommy. I want to hear if this person has any information to give.
Ooh, yes. Okay. The pitch of that generator gets higher, and then light bulbs in the corridor ahead of you light up and smash as current flows through them. It runs around the side of this room and down the corridor that you've been through. And those of you with the body and the others, I think, probably look back through that door, and you see a cascade of what looks like lightning bolts hitting the piles of bodies. And they begin to stir.
To move. Yeah.
Tommy pockets the electrical device next to the gurney.
Yeah, of course, because you might have to plug the hole with it. Katya and Josephine and Hans, you're on the far side of the room. Katya, Tommy is busy with the body. You see this happening behind. Those bodies are beginning to stir and clamber to their feet. What do you do? Katya?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to the others. And I hear the generator at this point.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
powered
and
up now.
clearly some significant electrical current has been shot into those bodies, and they are
Right.
stirring.
Destroy that machine. I yell to Hans and to Josephine. Quickly.
Hans, Josephine, I go to Josephine first because Hans has a limp. So,
Mhm.
Josephine, do you run
Yeah.
off down the corridor towards where the generator noise is coming from?
Yeah, give Katya a nod and be like, catch up, Hans, let's go. And I think
Yeah.
that is away from the corridor with the bodies, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
towards the
even better.
generator,
Great.
away from the living
Yeah.
dead.
Fantastic idea.
And
Tommy,
and
you think you can save this person, but it will take a little bit of time.
I proceed to get behind the gurney. I produce a machine pistol.
Oh.
And I hunker down behind and prepare to defend this thing against assault.
Behind the gurney, using Tommy and the body as cover.
Well, no, I'm behind the gurney just so I can rest.
Given that there's
so I can
nobody,
platform to rest it on.
Tommy, given there's nobody.
Oh no! Wait, did you say you're resting? What on the gurney?
I am preparing to defend us.
Yes, I think let's leave it at that.
Right.
So,
Sure.
right. I want to. I'm going to put my. What have I got left? I've got 6 monster dice to invest, and I've got.
I was gonna say Tommy will probably also try and there's no point doing anything for this guy if we get stormed by zombies.
Let's see how this goes, shall we?
So he will also try and ready his gun.
Okay, so you'd rather protect yourself than save the man dying on the table. That's fine. That's fine.
No, he'll be in front of the table, but he'll also be pointing in that direction rather than.
I'm going to throw 6 monster dice, 2 internal enemies, and I'm going to make this complicated by putting 6 cold dice in. So this is 8 plus 6. Katya, Tommy, which one of you is best placed to lead the defense?
Tommy is of a certainty.
Tommy has 2 eyes and a man of action, so.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tommy, run me through this. Action is currently 4, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Any traits here?
Hardy knows how to survive and is physically brave and unafraid of combat.
And I would describe this as most desperate situations. Physically brave and unafraid of combat buys you another 2.
So 8.
You can always put a negative one in,
Yeah, I don't know how that would help or even apply right now.
Well,
to be honest.
how better to drive your desperation than with fear? No one who is not afraid can be brave.
Sure. Is there any other aspect that happens when you use a negative trait in this way?
Yeah. If that negative dice dice comes up at the top, if it comes towards your success, then there's success, but.
But how would we even notice that?
Well,
I guess we'll do 2 of a different color.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You've got what have you got? You've got a handgun. The tool counts.
I do. Yeah, I don't know about
does your agenda matter?
I mean, not that showing that patriotism, etc., is a sham, but I think this is more, this is part of his personal agenda, is, caring more about this individual person than about the,
the mission.
The mission or whatever.
Fine.
And
you've got Katya beside you,
you'll give me that.
one-eyed, opening up with the with a machine pistol. How much do you trust Katya?
Unfortunately, only one.
Okay, so that makes it 17 dice for me. So what I'm going to
Does
do,
it?
I'm going to put my 8 ordinary dice in, which are going to come out the same color as usual. And then it matters if my cold dice make a difference. I'm going to put 6 yellow dice out. So I'm topping at a pair of 8s and a 9. Would you like to roll 17 dice in neither yellow, in a dark color, please?
And did you want me to put 2 of
Oh,
them
yes.
as a different color for your?
Exactly so. Sorry, you're quite right.
So
So put 15 in your first
15.
color and 2 in your other color. Oh, look at that. You're destroying me.
15 in green and 2 in, I don't know, magenta.
Oh, that's all right.
Well,
Okay.
lucky me.
Yeah. So our pair of 9s, your 9 and my top 9 cancel. That gives you 4 successes. So
Ooh,
I want you
not
to
bad.
narrate what happens. How do you defend
I mean,
against these things?
my question is, what kind of a gun do I even have? This is my problem. I don't know anything about guns, and certainly not
Handgun,
of that
bang,
time.
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah. So,
Revolver, dramatic reloading, bang, bang.
exactly. So I guess I'm just a very good shot, right? I
Right.
mean, helped with Ekaterina's
Well, I'll ask
support.
Katya.
Woof.
I'll ask Katya how she helps in a moment. But so this is literally,
I
between the
think,
eyes, between the eyes, between the eyes.
yeah, I think it's that. It's just one after the other, and just being very like methodical of like getting the nearest one every time. And I think just leaving it to Katya to fire into the fray, being, that she's not
Katya,
as good of an aim, but since it's so many, it's
Katya,
probably not
tell
that hard
us,
to hit.
tell us what we see you doing with your machine pistol.
I lit off a burst low as they start to come in, and a number of them fall, and the others stumble. The others stumble over them, and it slows their approach down enough so that Tommy can pick them off.
Dramatic reload.
They in the doorway, they have to push each other out of the way, and such. And every time one of them breaks loose, I give him a couple of quick bursts, and and it throws him back.
You've got 4 successes to spend. Where do you want to spend them?
Don't know. Maybe give me a sec. Where's this mechanics here?
Yeah.
Let me increase trust in Ekaterina.
Yeah.
And
she's come through.
I was in the war after all.
Indeed.
3 to spend.
So I'm gonna go set this to 2.
You can
And then I have 3
you can
left.
spend multiple times on the same one if you want to. So you could spend 2 and increase trust in Katya by 2.
Yeah, sure. I don't know actually what even makes sense now.
What makes sense is
Yeah.
what feels good.
Spent your 4?
Yeah, let's rewrite an unlocked unlocked negative trait and spend 2 on Katya.
Okay, there you go. I'll let you doing that while we cut to Josephine and Hans running down this corridor to destroy that machine, as Katya said. You burst in to find a significant, kind of drum of fuel, sets of drums of fuel, kind of running into this generator. And you see a man in a grubby grey lab coat running away. Where's your focus, Josephine?
I'm just going to yell out "cooler" and see if he responds at all.
Okay.
I assume it's him, but
Hans, what about you?
Well, I was, I'm gonna just try to find anything to stop this mechanism before, I guess, the Tempelhof station gets, overrun by electrical zombies. That doesn't sound like it, It would help with covering the border science from people, like quite the opposite. Uh,
Um,
yeah, let's
that's
just
fine.
go on like sabotage mission on this machine. Yeah.
We are at that point where the act is about to end. And so we kind of epilogue out, but we use the dice to help us. And the question now becomes, which of you is going to achieve your principal goal? Yeah. So in no particular order, Tommy, construct your dice pool to ensure that you find out more, that you take Cola alive.
Okay, reason, I guess, is one. I mean, three.
So what do you, yeah, fine. Reason, I'll go with that.
I'm going to double that for the national agenda. 6.
That seems fair.
I'm going to use my quick-wittedness that I've just added to, I rewrote the living a lie.
Yeah. That gives you 2.
I don't know. I think physically brave and unafraid of combat might be part of it. I'm not sure.
I have to say I was surprised you went with reason and not action to defend Cola from
true. Why did I think of reason?
So
I don't know why I thought of reason.
In which case, physically brave would, because if you could end up in an armed conflict here with the other agents.
Sure. Let's go with action. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's 8, 10.
I think that goes to 12.
And 12. Yes.
Oh, and handgun.
Handgun. 14.
So Tommy is looking at 14 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Josephine, you really don't care if Cola's alive or dead.
Correct.
But how are you going to ensure that you get something out of this that would allow you to pursue your mission of seeking out the traitors in Islak?
Yeah. Finishing this by any means necessary. Hans, you want Cooler dead, right? Was that you?
Certainly make sure the Germans get... Well, I think Hans is kill all the monsters in Berlin and beyond to prevent the German public ever finding out what happened.
Fantastic.
And as I wrote it down, Hans just wants this entire location blitzed.
Amazing.
Wiped from the face of the earth.
There's fuel here.
The bodies, the equipment, just gone.
Yeah. I think my preferred plan is to open up those hoses of fuel and let the entire place go up. Go after Cooler to make sure that he also.
So is this about convincing Hans that you want the same outcome?
I think partially just like barking those orders at Hans and going after Cooler. Hans.
That sounds like influence is a starter.
Yeah.
How are you going to top up that?
I am improvising solutions in the field by using the stuff around me to make stuff blow up.
Yeah, you are.
More dangerous also, I think, applies.
I think that does. I'm giving you 6. I'm transferring your influence of 3 to 6 on the basis of gather evidence, blah, blah, blah.
Great. So that's 10. Is it possible to have a satchel charge for tools?
I have no problem with a satchel charge.
Fantastic. I think
Why would I?
a subway complex with the intent of blowing it up is fine. So that'll take me to 12. Can I use trust with Hans on this?
Well, now, yes, if you are helping Hans and Hans is helping you to a common aim, then your trust in Hans would be added.
Fantastic. So I think that takes me to 14.
Okay. Oh, so 2 14s so far. Okay. Hans. Josephine is happy to help you blitz this place. I think she quite wants to get Kohler out though.
Oh, I don't care either way.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yeah. Dead or alive.
So Hans,
But you
go ahead.
Yeah, but my understanding is that both like Josephine and Tommy went after Cola, like to the other side from where we came from.
No, I'm not bothered with that. This is epiloguing out. We'll make the narrative fit the outcomes.
Yeah. So let's go for
help.
Now I'm kind of
Josephine
seeing an opportunity to do both of. Yeah. Well, if Josephine is willing to blow stuff up,
absolutely.
How do you help?
Be there. I tell her. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna put action in there. I think because it sounds like helping her do that is the whole point. Any traits that apply?
Yeah, not really.
Slow because can be persuasive when he wants to be. In terms of fronting out Tommy, who definitely wants Kohler alive, that is an opposing goal to you. So do any of your traits help in opposing that goal? Extremely trustworthy. Just come over here a moment, Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sure. Yeah.
Slow because of an old leg injury from the Second Battle of the Somme.
Yeah.
You look like no threat at all, surely.
Yeah. And I am persuasive, so
that's
exactly.
That's
a 6 from this.
And
your 8.
Your hidden agenda turns the 2 action to a 4, so I make that 10.
10. Yeah, that's a 10.
Is there a tool that helps back up this?
I mean, if it's just getting down Cola, I guess revolver is fine.
Okay,
I already have
2 for that. And then you want to convince Tommy. You want to beat Tommy out on this, don't you?
Yeah.
So the way that applies is, what is their trust in you?
Yeah, 2. Yeah, I know.
So you can have 3 dice for that, which I think gets you to 15. Okay?
Yeah.
Katya.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, wait, Tony's trust is 2, so that's a 14.
So do I not get but how do I not get dice for how other people's trust is in me then too? I mean, I don't understand how that is apply
true.
only in one.
That is true. That is true. You should get Hans's trust, your trust in Hans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's the principal.
Well, it's actually the same.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the same.
So is that 3?
Mm-hmm.
Now both of them are 2, so it's always 2.
Canceling it out. So anyway. Okay.
So I think that makes it 16 each.
Yes.
Yeah. Katya.
Okay. Yeah.
Your goal, you told me, was to kill Kohler and sacrifice yourself as necessary.
Yes.
So build me a dice pool.
All right.
What approach do you take?
Give me some help.
I think that it's difficult to see how reason plays here.
Yeah,
I
it is.
think it's influence to get to him before anyone else.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
So we'll start with
influence.
3.
Devoted. He's a Nazi. I will take that negative trait.
Devoted, despises.
I think
Who knows how the eye would help?
The trauma of seeing the ghosts. That's easy.
Yeah. I don't think the Stazi count in here.
I don't think so. No.
Is there a tool at play?
Well, I'm trying to kill him, right?
You are.
So a machine gun.
Okay, that works.
I mean,
yeah, no, that works.
It's a blunt. Sometimes a blunt weapon is appropriate.
So I think both of your hidden agendas are working here.
Yes.
You want to stop the Germans getting anything, so Kohler must not live. And you are prepared to die to do it.
Yes.
So I will turn your 3 influence into 6. That gets you to 14. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I think I've got 16 for Tommy, 14 for Josephine, 16 for Hans, and 14 for Katya. So let's roll some dice.
Is what I'm doing betraying?
Oh, go on. Tell me about betraying.
Since he wants Cooler alive, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So then I think I'm adding his trust in me.
You are making you 16 as well.
So yes. How do you use trust?
I hadn't thought about trust. No.
But
make
wouldn't
the case,
I be
Kathy.
getting Josephine's as well? Then?
I
That makes
think
no sense.
you can only get one from. I can't remember the rule on this. I'm going to make it a house rule that you can get trust or distrust to one person.
Mm-hmm.
There is trust is a funny old thing here. Yeah. So Katya.
Then I shall choose Josephine because that gives me 17.
Yep.
Oh well, fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
I'm going to get Hans on my side.
Okay.
By telling him if Calder dies and you and you can and we will get allow you to send letters to Lucas.
Okay. What is your trust in
3?
In Hans? 3. So that gets you to 17 as well. Okay. So pick a color, Zena, for Tommy.
Green.
And put 17 D10s. 17 in the box before the D10.
Yep. Do you want me to roll it already, or are you going to
yes, please.
clear the board?
Can you clear it? I see a bunch of dice there.
Oh
wait.
Clear.
I think this might also just be that I haven't refreshed this thing.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that okay? I thought I cleared it. So 17 D10.
No, all good. I just hadn't refreshed.
There you go.
Okay. So shall I roll?
Yes, please.
Cool.
A pair of 10s to beat.
There we go.
Josephine.
I will roll red.
Okay.
No
good. Tommy's on top so far. Hans, 16, I think.
Yeah.
Well, someone else is going to get it.
It's actually 14 and 2.
14 and
my
2 is
second
16.
color will be, I guess, orange.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, but 2 are the weakness dice.
Oh, right. Okay. So thank you. 14 and 2. So 2 colors for you. First the 14.
Yeah. And then, so I'm currently in the lead.
Yes. 3 10s.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Yeah.
2
none of them orange. Yeah.
Are we going to get 2 orange dice?
Oh, sorry. I thought no, I didn't roll them. Sorry. I didn't hit submit. Yeah.
Okay, makes no difference to the play. Katya, are you going to die gloriously in support of the motherland? Katya, 17 dice.
I'm rolling blue.
Okay,
so I gave it a good try, but
you did.
But Hans did.
So yellow. Hans,
Yeah.
narrate how this goes. How do you wipe the world clean of all this filth?
Yeah, so I guess we all three are rushing after this Nazi crazy scientist by this through this corridors and that where it's kind of turning into sewers or something at this point, and then I spot that there's a little shortcut towards where he's running, because I realized that this sewer has to turn to the left anyway, and as the others are running after him, I just turn to the right and to the left, and suddenly I'm straight in front of him.
Pause.
Pistol drawn.
Pause. Tommy, you're close behind. Why don't you get there first?
I think it's actually I'm close behind, but not for very long, because my professional ethics make me turn around and go back for the
Go back to the patient. Yes.
Yes.
Well done.
Yeah.
Josephine, what about you? Hans seems to have cola covered.
Mm-hmm.
What about anything that you might want to find in the lab?
I think that is me pulling all the hoses out of the fuel tanks and setting the charge, turning the knob and running away.
Katya, how do you want to epilogue out of this? Do you want to die glorious with Motherland? And if so, how?
I think so. I think I think Katya is in attempting to get after Kohler, hits a slick patch and she goes down. She scrambles painfully up, and the dead are upon her. And she empties the machine gun into them.
The crawling dead have got to you.
Yes.
As Tommy bursts into the room, throws the patients over their shoulder and runs back away, looking over her shoulder, sees Katya kind of underneath the surviving dead. And then and that, I think, is our story.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to stop the recording there. And if we can go 5 minutes over, a quick stars and wishes or roses and thorns, whatever. Okay. So I'll pause the recording.